Why does leaving a narcissistic relationship often feel like such a profound and devastating loss rather than a relief? Because a lot of times the relationship has gotten very negative. So I think this person is asking, it would seem like leaving the person would be a relief,
Yes.
but it really feels like a true grief experience.
Yeah. Well, if it was a grief experience, that would be wonderful because that's exactly where you want to be. Because grief implies a mourning process, like you're beginning to give up the other person. But that's not what happens. And that's why it's so painfully difficult. Because what's happening, so it's difficult just to answer this question, is all the things that I've been describing. Because of this, there were authentic moments, but there are also there's a lot of fantasy that goes into this. So now you have to straddle two things once you leave. Living in the fantasy world, which is so appealing and amazing and blissful, and you don't have to think in this world. There's such a secure sense of togetherness that you've never had, most likely in your life, except maybe your prior relationship at the beginning of that one, until that one also may have fell apart. And then you have to straddle reality because once you leave this relationship, and I alluded to this a little bit earlier, but when I'm helping patients come out of their grandiosity or their addiction or whatever it may be, what we call a psychic retreat, there's so much uncertainty. And I mentioned it that they don't even know how to make decisions. Sometimes they can't even make decisions because they don't know what they want, independent of anybody else in their life.